we're going to peek into the clandestine operations for a brief moment. Ben Shapiro's Timeline of Dishonesty is the name of this video. Okay, we're going to put our clandestine operator hats on for just one brief moment. We're touching our tippy toes in the water. You're not diving in, okay?
Bombed Qatar, which houses a lot of Hamas officials. What happened here? And if I were to introduce just a skeptical question, will this potentially endanger America's own interests in the Middle East? So please, Ben, help me better understand the situation.
If you don't mind, can you just say something about what the day itself was like for you?
Yeah.
Andrew Colvin admits in New York Times interview that Charlie was unhappy about Ben Shapiro being booked on as a guest.
Well,
it can be brief.
Yeah, I know. It's so the day before, actually, I had booked an interview for him that he was not super pleased that I booked for him, but there was a good reason for doing it. But he was like, you know what? I'm tired now, and I want to focus on the tour tomorrow. So you're gonna guest host the show tomorrow.
Charlie's voice is not silent. We're gonna pick up that bloodstained microphone where Charlie left it.
Oh God, that's so. Oh God, they're bringing Ben's old tweets. Yeah, I saw this one. I would gladly waive the Born in USA requirement for presidency for BB. Yeah, I saw that. Good one, Ben.
You know, we couldn't be, frankly, more honored to join you guys as much as we can in the fight.
Thank you for that, and thank you for donating.
Daily Wire donates $1 million to Turning Point USA and pledges more involvement in their operations. Date 9/15/2025.
The Daily Wire, $1 million. Breaking news on this show. Thank you guys for honoring Charlie so well today. God bless you.
For example, Candace Owens. I think that what Candace Owens is doing right now.
Ben Shapiro demands Megyn Kelly denounce Candace Owens on Megyn's own show, 11/6/2025.
Is evil. It is evil what she is doing right now. Okay, and I say that again.
But what?
Because
like I didn't opine on whether it's evil or not, but my position is it's really none of my business. And
why is it? But I have a question. Why is it none of your business? I mean, you comment on these things for a living.
I'm not mother of the internet.
No, but if this were.
Dude, it's so awesome. These guys are all such vultures. It's so dope. I'm sorry. Watching this unfold in real time was cathartic, but it just, like, they are all such rapacious little grifters. They are nasty. They're all so nasty. Scavenging on the corpse of Charlie Kirk. Just going crazy mode.
On the left, and somebody were accusing Charlie Kirk of his wife having murdered him, I assume that you would be talking about it.
Is that what Candace is accusing Erica of?
Yes. When Candace Owens says, I don't know, but I know, that is retarded. And we are all more retarded for having heard it.
Follow a hive mind. Yes, queen. Underground. Communists. Mormons live in Utah. I watched The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. I know what's going on here.
After all, your personal business is our business. Is our motto. Egyptian Air. Wherever you travel,
we will follow. I need to take a breath here, because what I'm about to discuss is significantly more serious and truly troubling. Candace Owens, as you may have...
Bro, it's got to feel so good, though, that you, like, get fired from your previous place of employment and you destroy them. And they spend every waking moment coming after you. And every time they do that, they keep losing the argument further and further. And you can basically say whatever you want. As long as you tie it back to Israel, you can just get away with it. And that pivotal issue is the reason why you got fired, which you happen to be on the right side of, even for the wrong reasons, right? Because, like, come on, Candace Owens, definitely anti-Semitic. It's just so crazy to me that she is dabbing on him on a daily goddamn basis. And every day that they choose to on Candace Owens, her power grows and their power diminishes. That's got to feel so nutty.
Heard me refer at the top of the show, is an evil, twisted human being.
At the bottom of that lawsuit from Brian Harpole, it lists a Jacob William Roth, a partner of the firm, who also happens to be Ben Shapiro's brother-in-law.
I remember where I was when all this was happening. I was in Los Angeles. I had sort of a breakfast/lunch meeting with somebody. And I got the news that Charlie had been shot, and my security was on the phone with Charlie's security because nobody knew what the hell was going on. Well, Charlie was still in the back of the car, and we were sort of getting updates along the way. Second, there's visual timelines that show Charlie's body being carried to a vehicle within minutes of being shot. Apparently, he was still alive at the time. Again, I know that only because my security was talking to his security in the car.
And Andrew Cole.
So what is that? That's crazy. So hold on now. Breaking news. Ben Shapiro just confessed on a show that while Charlie was being transported to the hospital and bleeding out to death, his security was on the phone with Charlie's security receiving updates. I knew it. Someone explained to me why during the minute while Charlie was dying in the backseat of a car, Charlie's security team was providing updates to Ben Shapiro's team rather than focusing entirely on saving Charlie's life and finding the killer. I will remind you all that Brian Harpole, one of the security members who was in that car en route to the hospital, is currently suing me and is using Ben Shapiro's lawyer, who has sued me relentlessly on Ben's behalf for the last 3 years. Ben Shapiro hated Charlie. Everyone knew that. So why the hell was this demon receiving updates in the mere minutes after Charlie was hit en route to the hospital? Who on Charlie's security team betrayed him this way? Everything Ben did following the assassination made my alarm bells go off. I have told you guys there's some about Daily Wire and their relentlessly stalking of me following my firing that has made me feel altogether unsafe. I have felt their obsessive focus on destroying me is deranged and increasingly dangerous. What did Andrew Colvett mean when he told me it was supposed to be you? Why did Turning Point betray Charlie so quickly by allowing Ben to open at Amfest after declaring immediately that he would pick up Charlie's bloody mic? Why didn't Ben mention this before today, that he was receiving status updates while Charlie was bleeding out? I clocked that Ben was too invested in this. His energy on stage demanding that Megyn Kelly call me evil and his overprotective stance on Erica always registered to me as deeply nervous. Ben Shapiro is satanic. Everything in my soul tells me he worships Satan literally. Look at his demeanor in this clip. We need to find out exactly who on Charlie's team betrayed him by providing immediate updates on this to this parasite. Share far and wide. 61,000 likes.
My security was...
Oh my God, she's insane. Okay, but guess what? Because every person involved in this story is an unbelievable villain, she gets to say that, and then other people actually look at the things that she's saying, look at Ben Shapiro's reaction and go, wait a minute, she's not wrong. This exact same thing happened with Erica Kirk, because Erica Kirk is also a businesswoman and you know, another bloodless monster for the most part. When Candace, the only reason why a basket case like Candace Owens gets to make these kinds of theories go unbelievably viral is because the people that she is attacking are also freaks. Like the tweet, you won't, I can't. She blocked me many, many years ago. Do you see what I mean? Like if we're, so here's the thing. Yes, I'm a clandestine operator. I'm and I'm a fallen soldier, right? Like I can't like the tweet because the Clandanistas, I know we're all one. We're united. Where we go one, we go all. Unfortunately, Candace Owens blocked me many, many years ago, and she's never unblocked me. And we just simply can't communicate for that reason. But anyway, do you guys see what I'm saying, though? Because like Erica Kirk very obviously reacted to the assassination of her husband in a way that like a normal person would not react. Because there's Erica Kirk, the wife and mother, and then there's also Erica Kirk, the businesswoman. And she locked in and went business mode so fast that every normal human being that was looking at this went, what the f***? Why should I care about this if you don't? That's number one. And that's precisely the reason why a lot of people started looking at Candace Owens' reaction. And they were like, well, you are reacting in a way that is perhaps a little bit more normal to a close friend's passing. The gruesome assassination of a close friend, a confidant, maybe even a lover, who knows? Whereas Ben Shapiro's reaction was also just as cold and as calculated. Now, I don't know if that's because he's like super autistic. I don't know if he just doesn't give a shit about Charlie and wanted to use this to his advantage. But I do feel like I showed more humanity than even Ben did. So I guess, yeah, Dean cried more than Ben Shapiro did.
By the way, I want to tell you I respect you a lot. Well, I saw when you cried for Charlie Kirk. You actually have a soul.
Have a good one.
Like, what are we talking about? Dean reacted to the Charlie Kirk assassination with more emotion than Erica Kirk did. It's like up there with Candace Owens, number one, Dean number 2, me number 3, Erica Kirk is like number 15. Ben Shapiro, bottom of the barrel. So he cried, she cried, we crowed. So my point is, that's the reason why Candace gets to cook all of this up. If these guys were normal human beings, Candace would not be able to cook up these theories against them because everyone would be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Ben didn't immediately try to take over Turning Point USA moments after Charlie Kirk was assassinated. He did. He did do that. He immediately did that. He was like, oh, it's my time to shine now. Finally. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's crazy. That's a crazy thing to do. So obviously, it is like my opinion on all this stuff is like my honest opinion on all this stuff is I don't think it's like Israel that killed Charlie Kirk because Charlie Kirk's going to turn on Israel. I don't believe any of that stuff. Obviously, I've said it over and over again, but I'm not going to stop people from thinking it. If you want to believe it, I can't stop you, right? I've tried my best. People don't listen to me, right? Unless I'm talking about blowing Mitch McConnell's back out as gay lovers. Only then do people take me seriously. Only then people listen to me. So, but what I will say is this. The reason why Candace has been able to dominate this discourse so successfully and become the carrier of the flame, unironically, is because she showed humanity.
He didn't deserve that ending. You know, he's really young. But I know that we will carry the torch. I will never allow the memory of Charlie to be forgotten, obviously, because there is no Candace without Charlie.
The way you repeat this multiple times, I feel like some people threaten you to say this. To say what? Why did you take Mitch from Candace? Look, Mitch is a power bottom of the come hungry variety. We're not going to get into that. That's not the point that I'm making right now. The point I'm making right now is if any of these people were like normal human beings and they reacted as though normal human beings do and didn't immediately go into performance mode, if they showed humanity in this moment, if they didn't immediately see dollar signs in the way that Erica did, in the way that Ben did, then I think Candace Owens would not have been able to make a convincing argument. But because these guys are horrible people in general, and they saw this as an opportunity to lay ownership, like lay an ownership stake in Turning Point USA, to be the person that Charlie Kirk was, you know, to take that role on immediately. Most people's reaction in the Charlie Kirk fandom, most people's reaction in the Charlie Kirkiverse was, yeah, I don't believe any of you guys. I believe Candace Owens. That's it. They did this to themselves.